God grant you help.
Jesus Christ, we pray.
Dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe
Are you
it?
blind?
Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it?
That sounds interesting. Thank you. I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
What can I do for you?
As the local scribe, you know...
I'd say so. In this province, not a...
No. So, if I needed to get something...
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet. Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how...
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't you?
Excuse me?
All right, no need to lose your temper. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Look, enough talking. Do you know where I can find Brunswick's armor or not?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want...
And how did that
Wait, I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight, in caverns called, pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give...
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell. I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got... And you know what? Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true. Here, take it as a keepsake. And now go.
Are you blind?
So much to do.
Here you go.
Well,
Aye, the beer's got to flow. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry.
Why?
And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and jelly off. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and jelly off.
Pour me one.
greetings to you.
Together. That way, you'll keep an eye on the lad, and you'll even have someone to carry you home.
Look out!
don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings, Master Guard.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You're right there, laddie.
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you pray. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko. Seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. I'll kill you.
Show them swine.
Stop beating him!
I'll beat you. Come on. Oh, you wee
What
bastard!
in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies?
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yuriko is shit-faced. And your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya? And I'm a bit too old.
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
Well, I heard Lord von Burgov will be at the wedding, and I need to speak with him.
Son, I don't know if you're serious or yanking my pizzle. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semin? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Samin's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, win it. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together...
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
Oh, have you been rolling in shit? Oh, it's just you, eh? Huh. What did I do to you?
Oh, what the fuck is that stink? Oh, you stink like a pig. Bloated again.
Oh, have you been rolling in shit?
I'm not hungry now.
You pig! You got something against washing?
What's going on here? Aha! It's you.
At least take a bath before you go out.
Aye. I'll head to the bathhouse right away.
God bless.
the fuck is this supposed to...
Hey, lad! What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him, but you might.
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Only cowards slit throats. How about a proper fight? Do you have the guts for it?
You don't look like you know how to wield a sword.
Oh, but I do. And this is your final warning.
When I'm finished with you, you'll be begging me to finish you off. You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit! Wanker!
Ugh. Have you been rolling in shit? What did I do to you? God bless.
God be with you.
Hey! You've no business here. Are you looking to steal something? Help! Come quick! Where is everyone?
Surrender at once!
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
I've got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness in the pillory.
Say that again, and you'll be picking your teeth.
Shut your... I won't be intimidated by a coward like you. Pay up!
Die, lackey.
Have it your way, then! I'll beat you into submission! What?
Yeah. Who stinks here? I can hardly smell it now. What did I do to you?
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
What are you doing with that?
What do you need? Hurry up, I don't have all day.
Greetings to you.
And dwelt among us.
Is something wrong?
Soon will be.
Can I be of any help?
Be? What the...
Someone! Help!
Huh? Now you're going to get it.
Suck my cock!
Good day.
quick! Ja! Go! Ja!
Whoa!
Up! Rear up!
The Lord be with you. You look to me a lot like... Ow! You ran into me, you idiot!
Did you hear what happened to Big Wheel at the mill?
Yeah, the place by the jet.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say. They found a... Christ.
Hail.
Watch where you're riding, arsehole.
Servus!
I'm sorry.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Seems like Aranka was telling the truth.
The voivode's wife spoke of you. Go there.
God be with you. What would you like?
I've heard incredible things about you. They say you let a fully loaded hay wagon roll over you.
Hi! It was quite the show.
Is that how you usually spend your free time?
Oh, often enough. People like it. But don't think it's some trick. It's the real thing. And it's not easy. It's not just about muscles, but about your overall approach to food and life in general. Being a strongman isn't a trade. It's a way of life.
I believe you. Getting run over by a wagon isn't for everyone.
That's right. Not everyone can do it. But I was nursed by a wild she-bear, so it's no problem for me. Nothing's impossible. Remember that. Nothing's impossible.
How's life? All good?
Couldn't be better, lad.
You were raised by a wild bear, you said?
You think I'm lying? Or you're just amazed?
Well, it's just you're the first person I ever met who had that kind of upbringing.
The first? The only one, more like, fella. It was a cruel winter when they found me in that bear's den as a baby.
So you're an orphan?
If we rule out a human baby being born to a bear, then I reckon that's a good bet.
Right. That was stupid.
What?
No, I meant I was being stupid. About the bear thing, of course.
Well, there you go. Nothing's impossible for a man like me. Like I say, nothing's impossible.
What did you do before you took to the road?
How did I become a nomad? It's in my blood. This is my life.
So you've known the Voivod for some time?
Uh-huh. The Voivod is a good fella. I met him this winter and helped him with his horse.
I didn't realize you know about horses.
What? The only thing I know about horses is that they go around on 4 legs. The Voivod's horse died from the cold, so I dragged it to the camp on a handcart, and we turned it into some first-class goulash. At least that old nag was good for something.
I'd be interested to know what you live on.
I had lentils for lunch and bread pudding for dinner. What's it to you?
What do you do, I mean?
Right now, I'm talking to you. Then I'll go and have a bite to eat because I'm starving and need to keep my strength up. It's not so easy. The strongman trade can't be taken lightly.
Don't they say a hungry artist makes for a good artist?
A hungry artist is a bad artist because no one ever earned a crust by going hungry.
What can you do, Tomcat?
Me? Everything. Nothing's impossible.
Come on. Don't tell me you can really do everything.
If I put my mind to it, try me.
What about swimming?
I've been training to swim in cold water for years. No one can beat me when it comes to swimming under ice.
I'd like to believe that. And seeing it's summer now, I have no other choice. What about climbing?
I can climb any cliff without a rope, just using my bare hands, and then do a backflip off it into a pond.
Jesus, you're a madman.
Not at all. I'd be a madman if I trusted my life to something as crazy as a horse.
Wait, so you're afraid of horses?
Hey, nothing's impossible. But I hate horses with all my guts. I never take risks, and that's why I'll never get on a horse. Not even for a golden goose.
You don't take risks? And what about your strongman antics?
No risk involved. That's years of hard work and training, fella. If I didn't believe in myself and what I do, I'd be long dead.
Can you show me how you pull off some of your feats of strength?
I don't know. You mean you don't know how to hand out slaps? Or just how to follow one up?
Well, I'm not a complete beginner. And I'm not as interested in slaps as I am in swordsmanship and wrestling.
I see. I could help with that. I wouldn't want to beat a dead horse, after all. You know what I mean, right?
I understand. I'll try not to disappoint you. And I'd be grateful if you'd make time for me, Master.
Of course I'll show you what I know. But you can't be stingy, my friend.
I understand. Don't worry. I'll pay you. My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're... I'm looking for someone...
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago, I barely avoided the gravedigger. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit...
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena. I'm sorry.
Should we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. You're going to attack. Commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Ah! Why didn't you finish? Nice. Now do it again. Beautiful. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. See? That's the way. Again. Beautiful. That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other
I'll teach you even more if you want. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhowl, also known as the Master Strike.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything. Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the master's... Nonsense. If you... Come back when you're feeling...
What are you doing with that weapon? Put it away!
Stop fooling around. Very good.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Well, good day.
Watch where you're going.
Are you alright? You look like someone gave you a thrashing.
You don't look too good. You should see the sawbones.
What? You're not permitted to be here. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter. You'll pay up and show.
Take me away.
Now show me what you've got. Let's see if you have anything stolen on you.
All right.
Well, this is obvious. All right, I'll lock you up at... Sorry, lad, but it's
True.
My God, you look awful. Do you need help?
You don't look too good. You should see the sawbones.
Jesus Christ, be praised. Greetings to you too.
Can I ask you something, Cap?
Sure.
I'll get going.
Gotcha, fella. Now I'll show you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just... You'll pay up and
Look, can you keep a secret?
What are you talking about? What's secret?
I was looking for the latrines. I couldn't hold it any longer.
That's where you were looking. Are you shitting me?
No, but I almost shat myself.
Shut up! You're trying to trick me, but I'm not falling for it.
I can't pay. I don't have enough money.
In that case, the pillar...
Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me.
True.
Greetings. How are you? Lovely with you. Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
I'm ready to set out, Captain.
Great. Now stick close to us, lad, and don't go wandering off.
All right, Captain.
Where will we start searching, sir? Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovitz ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's You're going to I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, he said more blood. Out of a stone and coin out of him, and then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble, even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry, as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I'm sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
I'll say it for you. Henry got his arse kicked. You know Yurka's as strong as an ox.
And why wouldn't he be, with all he eats and drinks? What can we do with you, Henry? If even a drunken Moravian brawler can beat you, we could get into all sorts of tricky situations along the way.
That's true, Henry. But there's something we can do about that. I think Lord Sameen here could teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, why not? What do you say, youngster? Fancy a bit of training?
It would be an honor, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. Stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening. All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
What do you say, son?
Whew. You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
That's true. And you handled this too, sir. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain. I feel quite hungry.
I knew that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. Don't worry about it, lad. You've got some talent, I can tell. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a little education.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig pen.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Carlstein. It's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trusty.
I'm from Silver Scallops, sir.
Now I understand why you're here. You're not the first one to flee here from the war.
I don't flee from a fight, sir. I have work here, and a lot of scores to settle.
You want to get revenge for what happened back home? That usually doesn't end well. You'd be better advised to find yourself a well-built girl, build a cottage, and visit the church and the tavern instead. There's no helping your debt anyway.
That's nice advice, sir. Only women will tie you down, lad. Better to go and see a bit of the world. You're doing the right thing.
I need something to eat.
walking around by yourself. Awful thing.
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
As you wish, sir.
Good day to you.
God bless you.
I'm as hungry as a wolf. Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now, on account of the wedding, you know?
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling estate of his.
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find out you spared no expense for your daughter's wedding.
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite and put me to shame.
I don't think Lord Semin would do that. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
That'll be all. Thanks.
think I can't see you?
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yitchin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yitchin!
Sir, I can send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
You'll be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir. I remember that place.
I'm sorry.
But I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
I apologize.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to Yitchin. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Look out!
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go, then. So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go. You found anything, lad?
Not yet.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest. Drag it back home himself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg, while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
That's a tough question, sir. But nothing happens on God's green earth without his will. If that's the way God wants it, there's nothing you can do.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas the Second. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir. That'll be the remains of the Midsummer Night bonfire.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
He's got a miserable pair of tits on him. You really saw that? I'm not kidding. Honestly, tell him I'm not having him on. You saw it too.
True. He ain't yanking your pizzle. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. She had one different than the other.
All right. Why? Some people might like it. I don't know who'd like that. And did they do something?
What the fuck do you imagine they'd do? Light up in the dark?
Leave him be, Honza. You're right. They did something.
I'll shove steel up your ass.
You haven't a chance, bastard!
Come on then. We're gonna gut you, you whore son. You should have fucking said...
I'll beat you, you a bloody pulp fucker!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, Venser. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
It makes no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Bastards. You can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time at the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
The last time I ate something.
Now you... Going to get it. Oh! You'll die for that, you bastard! A death for a death! Go at him from... Good. Give me that, dummy, Useless! You should have fucking stayed out of it! I took him down!
I'll rip your arse.
You're going to fuck with us! Good! It's a wonder you're still standing. Show what you... Hey, that one's had it!
At him! He's got no chance alone! You're no match for us, fucker!
You won't get me. Fuck! Now you... Take that fucker out, damn it! Swine! You should have fucking stayed out of it! Bleeding already,
Now
are
you're
you?
for it, you shit.
Nice hit! He's had it! You're going to fuck with us! Damn it, there's one more! They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
I'm a nobleman. You have to spare me.
Hey, Henry!
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands.
Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? Didn't you hear what they said? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. Only the thief wanted to rob the thieves.
Uh-huh.
And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
I feel quite hungry. I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
One-on-one, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
Fuck! All right, I'll come with you. But you'll put a word in for me.
I might. As long as you don't try anything.
Promise me.
I won't promise you anything. Now, come on. I've got a prisoner for you, sir.
Excellent. It all worked out quite well in the end. Gnarly will take care of this scum.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Samin. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with his hands.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
It weren't like that at all. We shook on it. But on the way, you had the idea we'd keep it.
What? That ain't true.
Leave it out, you two. One way or another, you wanted to fuck me over. Doesn't matter whose idea it was.
Thief robbing a thief? What a world.
I'm still a nobleman, if you don't mind. So I'm not a thief. I'm a robber baron.
A thief's a thief.
Where are you taking us?
To Samin, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realize you can't just execute me.
It depends. By rights, I should send a plea to some court to decide if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. Parchment's dear, and ink ain't free either. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily risk it and knock your head off without permission.
I see how the law is respected here.
Ha! Are you yanking my pizzle? You're a fine one to talk about law.
And what will happen to us?
If Lord Samin's in a good mood, he'll try to find out whose idea it was.
It definitely wasn't mine.
You're such a rat, Frenzy.
On the other hand, when I hear you lot going on and on, I reckon he might not give a damn.
I'm innocent. I swear on my soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Every man she could, I dragged to the gallows, swore on his mother. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was as pure as the driven snow. But this bastard doesn't think twice about his soul. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
That's right. You always were a piece of shit, Francie. No scruples.
Well, ain't it grand to have you here to explain everything? Now shut your gobs, the three of you. Don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout. Right, we're in Troskovitz. This is where you get off, Henry.
Thanks a lot, Captain.
Don't forget to go and tell Radovan what happened, so he can stop worrying.
Will do.
And drop by Sabine sometime. You may be wet behind the ears. But you're a laugh to have around. Greetings to you.
Show me your wares.
I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Oh well, what can you do?
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy...
I see. Or perhaps...
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought.
Well, lad, a rare thing like that has a price. Take it or leave it.
All right, here's the money.
And here's the paint. Be careful not to stain. Is that all, or is there anything else?
Welcome. You can buy. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked. and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Catchuck Pond, beyond Jellyoff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other... I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around, aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also.
Show me your wares.
Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Good to see you.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down? The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
I'm not sure. Lord Semin took them and Gules to his courtyard. We'll see how he deals with them.
I'd know what to do with them.
Now, don't worry. I don't think Lord Semin will let them off lightly.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
Yeah. And I hope she'll wait. Her name's Teresa. Her uncle owns a mill on the river in Rattay.
A girl from the mill? You want to watch out for them types. You might get caught up in devilry, lad. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation. Fucking steel! What are you here for, friend?
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh? How can I help you today, friend?
Show me.
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.